Football is a game of passion, pride, and pressure. But sometimes, that pressure explodes. When emotions boil over, the beautiful game can turn ugly in seconds. Tackles become attacks, arguments turn into chaos, and in the blink of an eye, football starts to look more like a fight night than a match day. Today, we're diving into the moments when players completely lost control, when football turned into pure madness. Stay till the end, because some of these incidents are absolutely unbelievable. Tension rises when a goalkeeper tries to launch a quick counterattack, only to be interrupted by a cheeky move. Kylian Mbappé pokes the ball away right at the crucial moment. The keeper completely loses it. Furious, he storms toward Mbappé and shoves him away with force, sending a clear message. The referee is just meters away, watching it all unfold, yet the punishment is surprisingly light. Only a yellow card. Even protests from players don't change the decision. Sometimes, it feels like emotions get more control than the rules themselves. This moment turns the stadium into a battlefield. During a sprint for the ball, a defender pushes Roberto Firmino off balance and then shoves him straight into the advertising boards. Firmino flips over and lands among the fans. The crowd gasps. Furious, he jumps back up and charges toward the defender, but the referee blocks his path just in time. Words are exchanged, tempers rise, and the situation almost explodes again. The aftermath brings even more controversy, with accusations and investigations, but in the end, no serious punishment sticks. In the dying seconds of a heated match, chaos erupts near the sidelines. A player chases a loose ball at full speed, but instead of a clear path, he finds the opposing coach standing directly in his way. The player's shoulder charges the coach, sending him crashing to the ground. Instantly, the benches explode. Players and staff rush in, turning the situation into a full-scale brawl. When things finally settle, the referee shows a red card, but the consequences don't stop there. The player faces a long suspension, proving that actions like this come at a heavy cost. Some moments go beyond rivalry and become truly dangerous. During the 2014 World Cup, a brutal challenge leaves Neymar with a serious injury after a knee strikes his back. The damage is severe enough to end his tournament. A year later, when the teams meet again, the tension is still there. Neymar clearly hasn't forgotten. Words are exchanged, emotions run high, and eventually, it all explodes into another massive fight. Players shove, push, and clash, until the referee has no choice but to step in and end the chaos. Red cards are shown, but the damage is already done. One of the most heated clashes in football history happens between Romelu Lukaku and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. They go face to face, tension building with every second. Suddenly, Zlatan leans in and strikes Lukaku with his head. Teammates rush in to separate them, but the argument doesn't stop. Insults are thrown back and forth, getting more personal by the second. Lukaku challenges Zlatan to take it off the pitch, pointing toward the tunnel. It's no longer about football, it's personal. And moments like this remind us how quickly rivalries can turn explosive. Sometimes, it's not just tackles, it's decisions that ignite the fire. A hard foul earns only a yellow card, and that's enough to send Gonzalo Higuain into a rage. He storms toward the referee, shouting in disbelief. His protests quickly go too far. Within seconds, the referee reaches into his pocket again, this time pulling out a red card. Even teammates struggle to calm him down. Emotions completely take over, and what started as frustration turns into a moment he instantly regrets. And finally, one of the most shocking acts of aggression on the world stage. During the World Cup, Cameroon is already struggling when things take a darker turn. Out of nowhere, Alex Song sneaks up behind an opponent and punches him in the back, completely off the ball. There's no confusion here. The referee immediately shows a red card. No arguments. No excuses. The punishment continues beyond the match, with a suspension that sidelines him for multiple games. Now we move to one of the most intense rivalries in football. Liverpool versus Manchester United, a match already filled with fire. Liverpool dominates, scoring multiple goals, and frustration starts to build. Cristiano Ronaldo, known for his composure, suddenly snaps. In a challenge, he throws an opponent to the ground and, in a moment of anger, lashes out at the ball while the player is down. Instantly, players surround him. Tempers flare. Pushing and shouting take over. The referee steps in and shows a yellow card, but many believe it should have been red. Even now, fans are still divided. Was it just frustration, or did it cross the line? During a fight for possession, a reckless tackle sends one player stumbling. But what happens next is even worse, as the opponent jumps over him. His studded boot crashes straight into the player's head. The impact is terrifying. Blood starts pouring immediately, and the game has to be stopped. Medical staff rush in as the injured player receives stitches. Amazingly, he comes back onto the pitch and continues playing. But here's the shocking part: the player responsible walks away without any punishment. Moments like this leave fans questioning everything. Zlatan Ibrahimovic has always been a master of mind games. In one match, he subtly provokes an opponent with a push that barely catches the referee's eye. But the reaction is anything but subtle. The opponent grabs Zlatan aggressively, and within seconds, Zlatan responds by knocking him to the ground. It all happens right in front of the referee, yet somehow, both players escape with just warnings. No red cards. No serious consequences. Sometimes, even the officials seem unsure how to handle chaos. Sometimes, the chaos comes from the most unexpected place. In a cup match, the ball goes out of play, but instead of returning it, a ball boy decides to hold on to it. A player tries to take it gently, but when that fails, frustration kicks in. He lashes out, attempting to kick the ball free, but ends up striking the ball boy instead. The stadium falls silent. The referee immediately steps in and shows a red card. What makes it even more shocking is who the ball boy is: the son of a club stakeholder. The incident sparks massive controversy and headlines around the world. These moments show just how thin the line is between passion and chaos in football. One second you're playing for glory, the next, you're losing control in front of millions. But what do you think? Are these just emotional reactions in high-pressure games, or should players be held to a higher standard no matter what? Let me know your thoughts. And if you want to see more insane moments from the world of football, make sure you stick around because the game always has another story to tell.